Hey guys, it's Denise with Modern Priscilla Tarot, and this is Tarot at 12. I left my new screen up. I wanted to make sure you all saw it. I'm sure you did if you're here. But I just made this morning. I thought it was kind of cool, sort of fun. Oops, my speaker's on. Sorry. Um, so here's the new screen, and I am I'm the head of the latte. So funny. Okay, so let's get going. I'm gonna get you in here. Um, Comments. There we go. I am back in. So welcome to all of you. I'm so glad to have you here. We are going to do some free live tarot readings. These are mini readings, so if you're interested in getting down deeper, dialing in and finding out some clarification, things like that, I do private readings as well, so you can send me an email. That's in my description, and we can set something up. But in the meantime, let's try to see what we can get from the cards. I want to say hello to a few people. Preeti Raj, hello, how are you? Hola, hola, how's it going? Mimi, hi, how are you? Rajashri, good to see you too. Dolly, Anna, hi, Vibration, Jane. We've got quite a few people here, and it looks like I might have missed Mary M. Just dropped by to say hi. Anyway, let's get going. If you are new here, I'd like to welcome you. Go ahead and write your question in the chat. Questions are selected randomly, and donations take priority. So keep that in mind that you do have that option if you would like to bump ahead. Today I have the Gaian Tarot set out today. I always like to open the show with a deck and a clear quartz, just to again get some energy flowing. I always think of the tarot cards as sort of like my cell phone to the universe. What is that? My goodness, I have glitter. I don't know what's going on. I have way too many pets, and I have 2 cats, and they come up here all the time. So I bet that has something to do with it. Alrighty, well, we're going to kick off the show. I have a donation already. So we're going to go ahead and do this donation question. Let me take a look. Aqualeo, thank you so much for your donation. Let's see what the question is. Now, it's in the PayPal notes, so I'm not going to be able to pop it up on the screen. But I will tell you what the question is as I do it, right? First question. We've got 2 donations from Aqualeo, so we're going to do 2 questions, and then we'll move on. First question is, I feel a little dismissed at work and unnoticed. Will my visibility improve? All right, we're going to use Anna K, Aqualeo. Sorry about that. The question not being on the screen is kind of bugging me, but by the time I type it out, it's just not worth it. All right, so dismissed at work and unnoticed. Is the visibility, Aqualeo's visibility at work, going to improve? Feeling unnoticed. Let's find out with our Anna K. Anna K deck is my fave. I think I say this all the time. It's my go-to in terms of like my warm, comfortable place. I always go to Anna K. Anna K, it's a great deck, but if you can notice, like the edges get all torn up. I don't like that. And my borders are trimmed off, so I've got a fresh cut on there and everything, and we still are chipping away at the borders. But what are you going to do? Alrighty. So you feel dismissed at work and unnoticed. Will your visibility improve? I am going to say right off the bat, yes. You have the star here. This is all about, shining so that people can see you. So the first card in the spread is answering just kind of directly that question that, yes, you will become more noticed. And I think you are being more noticed than you realize. We have the 6 of Pentacles here. And this is exactly, I think, what we had in one of your last readings about the helping and maybe reaching out and saying, hey, Johnny worker guy, I see that you are working on X. How can you show me how to do that? I really want to, da, 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 da. So like taking on a mentor, even talking to your manager, saying, what is the best practice? I really want to continue on in this role. Do you have a mentor program? I mean, I don't know exactly what your setup is or where you're working, but that's what this is telling me. Looking for the help. And again, not necessarily, well, you might need the help because you're newer at it and there might be things to learn, which is what this is saying. This is saying that there's a little bit of a confusion as to what to do next. Clearly, that's what the question is. So that makes a lot of sense. But back to this, I'm really feeling here that the help is where it's at. You're feeling unnoticed. Make yourself notice. Be careful, though, how you say it. Think about it and plan it out. Don't walk in and say, I don't know what I'm doing. Can somebody show me? Because then you sound like I'm not going to try myself, or I'm not being proactive and trying. Do you see what I'm saying? So phrase it the right way, that you're looking to gain more knowledge, not that, hey, I don't know what I'm doing. Can you tell me what to do? Because then that shows that you don't have initiative. You see? So it's all about the way you word it. But it's looking for a mentor. That's impressive. That's being proactive. So anyway, I can see here you're not knowing quite what to do, but the way that you're viewed is going to change. So I don't think you're being viewed in a bad light right now, but I know you feel that way. So I think, this is your confusion. You're wanting them to see you differently, but I think they're seeing you as more than you realize. Again, we are our own worst enemies, right? This is showing me, though, that help, and this came up for you before. So perhaps reaching out, trying to see if a mentor is there, or even asking about best practices, or coming in to demonstrate something you do know. Hey, boss person, I was working on this project and I did this. Yay me. What can you recommend to continue to expand my knowledge or my skill set? People love feeling like they are smart, and it use a little ego stroking in there. Okay, so let's get to your second donation question. We've got 2 donations here. Oh, I popped up my camera for some reason and it was reversed, so you could see my face looking down. That was not a good look. Where did it go? Okay, question 2. How is G seeing me at work? You had a meeting with him today. We're going to continue with the Anna K because it's kind of a 2-parter, and I also feel like it's the right thing to do. So I'm going to shuffle it up. How is G seeing Aqua Leo after today's meeting? I want to know, and so does Aqua Leo. All right, got a nice little kind of messy shuffling, but still shuffle. That's what counts, right? Right on. Oops, I forgot to drop it. Oh, today is one of those days. I'm super tired. I got woken up at 5:10 by my cat wanting to eat. And she's got food out. Dry food out is all the time, but I give them soft food in the morning, and it's like crack. I swear to God. They're like nutso. Waking me up. I think I created a monster. Anyway, so how is G feeling? You had a meeting. Okay, so again, this is confirming part of what this means. It's confirming what I just said to you. You need to have a talk with yourself and knock out some of these negative feelings, or, and it's good to take stock of things. I'm not saying you shouldn't notice things or recognize, because that's how we change our behavior. That's how we get back on course, by feedback from other people. But here we've got 2 queens, the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Cups. This here to me is, you're the Queen of Cups here. This is about emotions. This is about things going on. You clearly have emotions about this. Otherwise, obviously, you wouldn't ask the question, but you're new in the situation. You're not feeling like you're being recognized and so forth. That's you. This is G. Now, G, I'm not saying, I don't know if G is a male or a female. You guys, all of you, listen to this. Don't worry about what the gender is in the card. Doesn't matter. A guy could be the Queen of Cups. A guy, you see what I'm saying? It's more representative of the symbolism. So don't worry about that. So I don't know if G is male or female. That doesn't matter. This is about being kind of micromanaged. This is kind of about somebody telling you what to do. So it looks to me like you might need to reach out and get a mentor. And if a mentor situation is not realistic at your place of employment, be watching for best practices. See who's the best one in your job there, who is doing the best, and go up to them and do what they're doing. That is like advice. I'm in sales, and that is advice I've gotten at every company I've ever worked at for any sales position or any product. Find who's doing the best and do what they're doing. Partner up with them. I don't know what kind of field you're in, but that applies to everybody, not just sales. So this is really saying that to me. We got two queens. This is two strong personalities. And, so this might be G trying to micromanage. So that might be what's going on here. Now we've got our high priestess and we have our knight of swords. Knights are all about important messages, change, things happening. Now in this deck, I don't particularly like the symbolism here. He's got some scary knight with fire. That doesn't speak to me very much. But what does speak to me is the fact that it is the Knight of Swords. This is about being ambitious, action-oriented. This is somebody who is fast thinking. But this is also some advice. This is saying, this is just really confirming. You got to go into this with the idea of I'm the best. I don't know everything yet, but I'm going to. And I am a great fit for this job. I mean, you just have to have that mentality. And again, that doesn't mean be cocky or claim that you know things that you do not. I can't talk. But acting as if, just be confident and proud of yourself and asking for more knowledge. And look where he's running. He's running right into this. If this is G or some other kind of figure who is an authority, God, I can't talk, authority, this is you running right into it, So again, important action, change. That's what this is. High priestess. This is all about that confusion that you have. They might not want to reveal to you, their innermost thoughts. This is a newer position too. Maybe it's not time. You got to think. People who work there didn't just start on their first day and do everything perfect, right? Everybody had to learn. Everybody had to start at the bottom. And it's expected that you will have a learning curve. That is normal. So I think, again, these are probably bookends here because I think this is you. I think this is you. I think this is you. And I think this is your manager, G, or somebody else in that kind of position. Micromanaging, telling you what to do, teaching you. That's this. And then these feelings going away, getting in there, making it happen. And that will make this go away. Do you see? Yeah. Definitely, Aqua Leo. I think it sounds like, based on the cards, it looks like you're doing a really good job. And I think you might just be your own worst enemy. We all do that. We're also all very hypercritical of ourselves. So don't do that to yourself. Don't drag yourself down because you don't need to. Go in and act confident. Again, don't claim to know things that you don't know. Don't fake it like that, because somebody will know that that's not real. Always be honest. Look at, Night Reader loves the head on my latte. It's my head. Okay, so let us go here. Let's get a question here. Hola, hola, hello. What's coming in my love life soon? I'm single. Real quick, I want to backtrack. Aqua Leo, I don't know if I said thank you, and I wanted to make sure and thank you directly. Thank you so much for your double donation. Back to Hola, hola. What's coming in my love life soon? I'm single. We're going to use the Light Seers Tarot, and we are going to find out what is coming in my love life soon. Single. Hola, hola. Hola, hola. What is coming in my love life soon? Okay. We're going to I'm going to lay out some cards here. I've been toying with some new spreads. Mini readings would still be a 4-card spread, most likely, because it's a mini reading. But I'm thinking about some new spreads that might be a little more insightful. So I'll have to let you guys see what you think when I'm ready to kind of break those out. I'm always thinking, guys, always thinking. Overthinking is usually what it is. Okay, so what's coming in your life? You are single. Well, here we've got the Magician, and this is a great card. This is about manifestation. This is about planting seeds. This is about starting on new things. This is like the ultimate new beginning, starting things up. So I'm wondering if something is on its way, something is going to come forward. But again, we've got our Queen of Swords here on the other side. And this is about really kind of keeping things in line. I'm having the feeling that while something is likely coming, I don't know if it's going to be something that that's going to be right on from the very get-go. That doesn't mean it won't be able to be, wait to be seen and see how it's going, and it could be great. But I think from the beginning, I think some ground rules are going to need to be established, and I'm not sure why, but I am seeing that, you might have some things to stay strong about. Strength, clearly what the name implies, but these all being here together, we've got our Ten of Swords. That's about overthinking. That's about feeling depleted. And then this is the Queen, putting her back to it, going, nope, I am not going to feel that way. I'm going to get things going. See, I don't want to feel this way. So I'm going to, make sure that you're communicating. Make sure you set some ground rules. Make sure you have boundaries set. I think something's coming, but I don't think it. I think you've got some work to do in the beginning to set those boundaries and keep it going. Now, will it go on after that? Let's pull an endgame card and see if this person heading your way is going to be somebody worth pursuing. Okay, we've got the Ten of Wands. So this is about a long road. To me, what this is saying is this person, it's going to be some work. Again, I can't say this strongly enough. We cannot change people. And if you are dating somebody that you feel like, okay, great, I'm going to change them, or after being with me, they'll see the light and they'll change, or, oh, poor them, they just had this horrible thing. If you feel like you have to change somebody, run, because you can't change anybody. Even if it's temporary change, it'll pop back up. It is the way that things are. Don't do it. So anyway, this long road, carrying all this burden, if you do not set those boundaries, this is what you're in store for. So this sounds to me like somebody coming your way, but it doesn't sound like a good fit. So you might want to, again, set those boundaries and see. You might be able to work on making it something, but again, this person should not be your project. This isn't something that you should be working on as a homework assignment. That's not what anybody wants in a relationship. And if you have to do it, then that means bye. It means red flag, run, Will Robinson. I don't know if any of you know that reference. It kind of dates me a little bit. But yeah, so good luck. It sounds like something's coming, but you're going to need to use, your reasoning and all that great stuff. Okay, thank you for letting me read for you. Nini says, hello. Can I get a general reading? You certainly can. Let's get a general reading with Alice in Wonderland, or Tarot in Wonderland. Another one of my early decks. I love it. Let's see. General reading for Nini. Okay. All righty. For any of you that are new here, I would like to welcome you. And I would like to invite you to hit subscribe. Love to have you connected so that way you don't miss anything. And I'd love to have you be a part of the MPT family. We got a nice little community growing here. So hit subscribe for me, and that way you'll know when I'm doing other videos and things. Ooh, and when I'm hitting the camera. I like that. I do that quite a bit. I've been getting better at it, but all right. So some general things. What are some general messages? Well, look at this. He's bringing a message. Look at that. Literally bringing a message for you. So looks to me like there are some messages coming. Now, the Knight of Swords is, swords is the suit of communication, which would make sense with a message. That's communication. So that is making sense. Also being a page. This is about new information, new messages. So it looks like something is coming, a message of some kind. But when this message comes to you, or this, new information, I think you're really going to have to weigh it out. Don't just jump in and jump on it like, oh yes, new information. I love this, whatever it is. The Page of Swords likes to run in, very brave, and does things, but also, the swords, the court cards of the swords, they oftentimes run in without thinking. The page is still at the message phase, but at the same time, this is next to this one, this is telling me you really need to think it through before you just jump. Now, does that mean it's a bad idea? No, but it means think about it. I also think it's going to take you a while to kind of weigh it all out. And you might even need to kind of bounce it off people, get some other people's opinions. Whatever this is that's coming, this needs some thoughtful, what's the word? Thoughtful thought. I don't know if that made sense. Consideration. And, having somebody there to kind of help you as you navigate this boat through the water, you see? So once you have that kind of in place, there is something that is going to bring you great success. The Nine of Cups is always about success. It's about feeling like, having everybody over. Come over and have my cups. You see that? But little bit of a caveat. The Nine of Cups also can indicate a little bit of arrogance. Like, hey, look what I've got. It's okay to be proud of what you have, that kind of a thing. But being, snotty and arrogant is not okay. So advice from the tarot is keep your arrogance in check when you have some success, and something's coming, and you're going to be hearing about it soon. This isn't the first card in the spread. Just the advice from the tarot is make sure you're really giving it thoughtful consideration, and you might want to be bouncing it off of somebody that you trust. Ooh, Nini, that's exciting. Something's coming. Alrighty, thank you so much for letting me read for you. Rajashri would like to know, hello, dear. What is the current thought process of my ex about our relationship? No contact his family is against. Okay, I do remember this. Yesterday we had a similar question from you about the communication, and I was seeing that the family is just really kind of in the way right now. Let's use the Crow Tarot and see what we can see about what the energy is looking about the thought process of your ex. Is that being overcome? The family is against it and kind of seems to be, sticking their nose in when they don't belong. Let's find out. Will there be a reconciliation? Let's find out. Now, if any of you would like to guarantee a reading or just have your reading done right away, if you're in a hurry, you do have the option to donate in any amount, and that will bump you to priority. So keep that in mind. If that's important to you, you do have that option. Alrighty. These are bigger cards, and they're pushing my poor little crystal ball completely out of the way. Oh, oops. I don't do reversals typically right now. I might change my mind. Reversals are great and all that good stuff, but right now it's just not doing it for me. For the mini readings in particular, I might change my mind. We'll see. But in case you were wondering, I had a couple questions about that once. Okay, whoops, and that's upside down too. Man. All righty. Current thought process of your ex. Nine of Swords. being, again, overthinking, being bombarded with communication and lots of things to think about. The Nine of Swords too, that's about being kept up at night and feeling like upset about it. So right away, what I'm seeing is that your ex is likely, just overwhelmed, not knowing what to do, and must still have feelings for you, or they wouldn't be sad, or they wouldn't be overthinking it. It would be like, yep, okay, right? So it sounds to me like, you've still got some feelings there, but things are really tied in close to that family. This is the Hierophant, and this is about tradition. This is about ritual. Having the parents on board for the relationship and the marriage is very much tied up in this. This is the world. This is having it all. This would be having the home, having your life in order. This is also the end of a cycle. It shows this would be perfect to show the life you would have once you are comfortable with a good partner. I mean, if that's the direction you're going, that would make sense. But again, the Hierophant is just saying it needs to be in place. The ritual and the tradition, which would mean what's going on with the parents, wouldn't it? So I'm seeing this is still present. It is still present, but he's feeling upset. He's bombarded. He's thinking about it. And what's over here? We've got our Page of Pentacles. This is about new information. This is about creating things. This is about upcoming challenges, but it's about somebody who feels strong enough to do it. So while I'm seeing that this is still very much a factor in what's going on, I am seeing that there obviously is some kind of connection, or he wouldn't be upset and overthinking. And then here with this message, this tells me that this is probably in the early stages, but that there is the thought about wanting to reach out and make this happen. We've just got this here. So that's what we need to do. Now, I don't know, you're saying you have no contact. Have you reached out, or is that not appropriate in your scenario? I don't know what you guys have talked about or where you left it. I mean, if you agreed not to talk, don't blow that out of the water, because that will ruin things. But if it's just a matter of saying who's going to do it first, well, then do it first. Do it first. If that's the kind of, thing that you've got going on. Well, good luck. I hope it goes well. It looks like there are still some feelings there, though. I still see that. Alrighty. Kratika, hello. May I know our current feelings about me? Thank you. You're welcome. And how are you doing? I get such a kick when I see your name. It just makes me smile. Kratika wants to know, we're going to use today's journey. May I know ours current feelings about me? All right. We're going to see what's going on with R. How is R feeling about Kratika? All right. Let's find out. All right. These cards kind of stick a little bit. I don't know why. Another trimmed deck. Oh my gosh, you guys, my deck is supposed to be here tomorrow. If you were here a few days ago, I put it to a vote. I had two that I wanted, and I can only get one. So I put it to a vote, and it was between the zombie theme and the vintage housewives, and I want them both. And eventually I will get them both. But for now, I went with the zombie deck. That's what you guys voted the most of. So I'll hopefully be showing you that this weekend. Yay. Okay, so how is R currently feeling about you? Well, I'm wondering, is there somebody else around in the picture? The reason I say that, we've got somebody here that is very much, this is the Mother of Fire. This is the Queen of Wands. This is somebody who everybody would think is doing great, who everybody is like unstoppable, like does great in every aspect of their life, has confidence, things like that. That being by here, which is the Fool, the new beginning, or it says beginning. This is the Fool. Seems like a new opportunity with somebody. That's why I'm asking. Here with Law, this is Justice. This is a decision, or excuse me, this is the Emperor, not Justice. there is some kind of like, how do I work through this? How do I navigate you? So I'm thinking there might be two people involved, yourself and somebody else. I'm not sure. But we do have some choices going on here, trying to figure out where to go. This is the Hanged Man. And again, this is the Emperor. So what is the choice? That is what's going on. And here is where it looks like there might be somebody new. Let's get an endgame card. What is the, I know there might be two people, but are you in the running? I mean, the front runner? I don't know how else to say it. Yeah. Oh my goodness. This is the Ace of Cups. Yeah. You're winning. I don't mean to say it like that, like it's if there's somebody else, you're the more favored. That's the better way to put it. It sounds a little kinder to say, So trying to figure it out, but look, the One of Water, that's the new opportunity for love. I think that there is another person in there, maybe confusing the waters, but this is coming your way. That's coming your way, dear. Woohoo! Ooh, that was good. Huh, Kritika? I like that one. All right, looks good. Let us see what we've got. I hear buzzing, so let me get back on my phone here and see what's up. Okay, we do. We have a donation. Let me see who this is from. This is from Ross Ad. How are you, Ross? Thank you so much for your donation. I love seeing you here, and I love seeing you over at Night Reader's show. For those of you, you're probably seeing Night Reader in the chat. He's one of my moderators, and he has a show called Tarot Days and Nights. It's on at 11:30 a.m. and 6 p.m. Eastern. And anyway, during his morning show, I am a moderator for him, and Ross Ad was over there too. So welcome. So glad to see you. What is your question, my dear? I am not seeing it yet. Oh, you're welcome, Ross. I'm so glad that you get benefit and enjoyment out of it. I know that that's, what Night Reader wants, and I know that's what I want too. So you've got two people with very good intentions. Liana, hello, and thank you for your subscription. Thank you so much. All right, Ross, here is your question. Am I going to have a romantic encounter this year? Oh, let's see. We are going to use, which deck are we going to use? I think we're going to use the Wizard's Tarot. We are going to use the Wizard's Tarot to find out if Ross Ad can expect a romantic encounter this year. Let's see if there's any magic. I love the Wizard's Tarot. It always reminds me kind of Harry Potter. Ross Ad, romantic encounter. Let's find out. Let us find out. Okay. Let us see. Ooh, okay. Well, I think you are, dear. I think you are, dear. We've got our Six of Wands, and the Six of Wands is all about, a celebration. It's like the celebration where, the smaller battle has been won, but we're still going to go on to the bigger battle. Not that you're having a battle, obviously, but it's the first success in a journey, that you will have more successes over time. So this sounds like somebody you might be meeting soon. It's going to blossom, though. We've got the Empress, so things are going to blossom, and I think you're going to be feeling like things are really meshing pretty quickly. We've got the Chariot right next to that, which means there's some speed packed in there, which means that those horses are running at the same speed. Well, this deck, it's dragons, but they're running at the same speed. As you know, if one horse is going left and the other horse is going right, you're not going to go far, are you? Well, these two dragons, they're ready to take off and fly. And look, he's going to direct him, So this is about, you can take this wherever you want to go. I think you have somebody coming with some great potential. Now, the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands, this is all about starting off on a journey, figuring out where to go first, kind of planning it. This guy here, I mean, I guess it's a girl actually, but she's looking at all of her magical tools, saying, what tools do I want to use? Where should I go with this? What am I going to create? So again, thinking about that next step. So all four of these cards are showing me exactly that yes, you will. It'll go well. I think things will kind of balloon from there. They're going to grow into something else. And I think things are going to be going the same direction. I think you'll be on that same page. Things will be moving right into the new year. And you're going to be planning, okay, where do we go from here? What is our next step in the journey? I know from other questions, you're thinking about some things in other countries and moves and getting settled, things like that. So this could very well be somebody that might be going with you on that journey. It's still a little early to tell, I suppose, but wow, looking very good, Ross. I'm going to say a big yes. A big yes. Wow, that was awesome. Thank you so much for your donation, dear. I really appreciate it. And of course, that bumped you up to priority. Okay, so let me get out of here and let me get back into here. All right. Got a bunch of systems running in my brain, I do. Alrighty, so let us see. You are so welcome, Ross. I think that's pretty exciting. That was super clear, super clear. All right, so that guy, how are ya? I just love your name. Gotta go that guy. Hello, what is coming to me in September? Let's find out. Let's use the Tattoo Tarot. Tattoo Tarot, lots of T's. Tattoo Tarot is going to help us to see what is coming in September for that guy. What can we expect? What can we look out for? And what can we get excited about in September? That guy would like to know. All right, let's find out. Let us find out. I want to say welcome again to anybody that's new here. Please go ahead and click subscribe if you have not already. And for any of you here that are watching on a regular basis, if you have not clicked subscribe, please do. I'm going to be coming out with some more videos. I'm going to actually be doing a live, random live coming up here. And I've got a new Relationship Wars. I got a bunch of stuff coming out, and I want you to be able to know, especially when I pop on and do a live. So those are random. Of course, I keep this show regularly scheduled, but I do random ones here and there, whenever. So make sure you have that bell set. Okay, what's coming for you in September? All right, I think there's something that you've either been considering or thinking about, or if not that, then something that's going to be presented to you here soon. And it's going to cause you to have kind of a different perspective on things and how they're going. We've got the Hanged Man, which is all about looking at things in a different perspective. It is right next to the Star. So this new perspective is going to help lead you to where you need to go with it. I don't know if you've been feeling stuck. I don't know if you've been feeling kind of stagnant, like the energy stagnant, like maybe your job stagnant, maybe your relationship stagnant, something like that. Getting your head wrapped around it in a different view or a different perspective is going to help you kind of see through that. That would be very helpful. Next, we have our Knight of Pentacles. I think that what ultimately this would help you do is, with this idea, whatever it is you're seeing differently, that's going to help you kind of move forward. This is more about work. This is more about your daily life. This is Pentacles. So this is time, energy, money, health, work, those kinds of things. So whatever new perspective you have is going to inspire you to start making some serious changes. Now, that's all well and good, but what kind of changes? Where is it bringing you? Well, it's bringing you here. It's bringing you to temperance. Temperance is about balance. Temperance is about knowing there's always enough. It's about fairness. Because it's right next to this, the Knight of Pentacles. This is something, most likely, this is something to do with your daily life. Again, not sure what you've been working on or what's been going on in your mind. But again, taking a look at that in a different way is really going to lead you places. And then that's when things are going to change. So September looks like a month that you're kind of want to sit back and kind of reflect and reevaluate maybe, or even perhaps seek out people to tell you or give you ideas. I don't know what you might be working on or what you might be thinking about. Again, it could just be feeling kind of blah, feeling blah ruins everybody's day, doesn't it? Well, good luck, that guy. All righty, what have we got next? I have a buzz here. Let's find out. And we have a donation. Thank you so much. And this is from Neelam. Hello, Neelam. Thank you for your donation. Let me see. Yes, Neelam, what is your question, honey? And I'll get right to that. This bumps you to priority. And thank you again for the donation. Let me see. I will see. Is it on the notes? No, it's not. All right, Neelam, if you could post your question, I will get to yours right away. Just to keep the show going, I am going to go ahead and select another question. Let me see. Okay, as soon as we get that, I will grab it. So, Scarlett would like to know, how is Ahmed currently feeling about me? Let's find out. And what are we going to use to find out? Let me see. Let's use the Tarot of the Haunted House. Cool theme deck. Love it. Another one I want to get is the Edgar Allan Poe. They're both like a little, haunted house. Edgar Allan Poe sounds a little creepy and stuff like that, but it's kind of fun. It's cool. It's like I don't know, it's a theme. I love themes. All right. How is Ahmed feeling about Scarlett? Let's find out. Neelam, honey, as soon as you get your question on there, I'm going to get to your question. Oh, here, I see it now. So I'll get to you as soon as I do. Scarlett, you're up next, dear. Thank you for your donation. We want to know, how is Ahmed feeling about Scarlett? Let us find out. Ooh, let us find out. Oh, wow. We got some nice cards. Nice. We've got the sun. This is like, obviously, as you can obviously guess, but it's about happiness and cheerfulness and, kind of having it all and feeling like, you know what? I know where I'm going. It's a new day. Let's get this going. Ambitious, things like that. It's right next to the star. These are two majors. So this is a strong theme in your life. So this to me is telling me that obviously if you're connected to a partner, this would be involving your relationship together. So these are the feelings that I'm seeing. Now over here, we do have the Seven of Wands. Now this is kind of about protecting where you are, standing your ground. I'm not sure what kind of communication, like what kind of developments have you already made? Is this somebody who's just kind of like a crush who you don't know? Or is this somebody you're speaking to? I'm not sure because I don't know that, but I can say it's about standing your ground, protecting what you have done, protecting your development. That could be what helps lead you to this happiness. Being, I say it all the time, setting boundaries, knowing what you want, and not ignoring any red flags. Ahmed, depending on how well you know him, people don't see all the facets of a person in a week, in a month, even in 3 months. Take some time, to see all these things. I always say it's at least a year, and I know in some cultures it's kind of frowned upon, but here in the US it's not, and I say everybody should live together for a year, because that's when all these weird little things creep out. I realize that's not necessarily appropriate in some cultures, but here it's culturally acceptable. Anyway, so protecting your boundaries, I definitely see that. That's my intuition on that one. And then here we've got our Queen of Pentacles. Protecting your boundaries. This is a good plan. This is the way to do it. So set those boundaries. Talk to Ahmed, or when you do talk to Ahmed, if you're not together, make sure that you're not sacrificing your boundaries, your strength, and your what's the word, self-worth is what's going to be attractive to Ahmed. And this is where you're going. So I'm thinking they're positive feelings. You just got to get it connected. And that's, I think, where you need to be. Oh, that was a good one. Look at that sun. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Well, good luck. That sounds very good, actually, huh? Alrighty, Neelam, thank you for posting your question, and thank you, Night Reader. Hey, actually, I'm very anxious. May I have a message from Spirit Guide? Ooh, yes, I love spirit messages. We are going to use, what are we going to use? We're going to use the Druid Craft, and we're going to see what kind of messages from Spirit, from your Spirit Guide. We're feeling anxious. So what can we say to calm Neelam's anxiety? Put the anxiety, or is there something that Neelam needs to be aware of? Let's find out. Let me give it another shuffle. Okay, let us see. Let us see. Let us see. I hope you all know that I hope it's not offensive if I do not greet you personally. I'm sorry. Please know I do see you. I do appreciate you. I do review the chat after the show. So forgive me if I don't have a chance to greet you personally. I'm very focused on the cards, and it's difficult for me to bounce back and forth. I do check the chat in between readings. So I do see you at the very least. I do see you after the show, because I definitely review. Oh wow, we've got bookends. Ooh. All right. So messages from Spirit are you anxious because is there somebody you're kind of interested in? Somebody that you're dating, somebody that you're working with? I don't know, or you're having troubles with your current partner? The reason I ask is that would cause anxiety. Current partner would be arguing or whatever. Crush, do they like me? That's anxiety sometimes. Or dating, not knowing what to do. How do I make this go to the next level? I ask you if it's romantic, because look at our bookends. We've got Two of Cups. Two of Cups. Again, number twos are always about balance, partnership, duality. So partnership and being cups, it is love. Look at those two. Look at those two. And then on this side, we have the big granddaddy of all for love, the Lovers. This is definitely a love bookend situation. So I'm wondering if that might be something that's causing you to have a little anxiety. Now, if there's not somebody that you're currently interested in working to, connect with, then this looks like that your spirit guides are saying, you know what, there's something coming. And if there's something already here, this is very positive. So those anxious feelings, if it's in a romantic sense, it sounds like you don't need to be that anxious. You really don't. That's what this is telling me. What have we got inside our bookends? We've got the Princess of Pentacles. This is the Page. Pages are all about new information. Look at the Page. I had this here as a bookend. Where's this Page looking? Right down into this new couple. I'm thinking that your anxiety, maybe you've got a sense about it. Maybe your intuition is kicking on, or maybe you know exactly what I'm talking about here. So this is about new message. Now, this over here, as you see with the bookends, it was like this. Our 9 of Wands, now that's going way up there, right? So that's not shooting the lovers. That's nice. But a 9 of Swords, this is all about, standing your ground, being protective over what you've accomplished, what you've done. Wands is the suit of growth and effort. So this is telling me that you've made significant progress. I don't know if you've been on a personal journey. Perhaps you've been reflecting on these things. Perhaps somebody's kind of challenging you, and your growth. I mean, you're feeling like, hey, I've done all these things, or I'm working on these things. Perhaps you're feeling challenged by it. Perhaps you're feeling insecure here. These are sandwiched in our bookends to tell you, whoops, get out of there, to tell you that this is all going to be okay. Again, it's so strong, love, so I'm not knowing if this is the correct direction. If it's not, this is something that's coming, and it's something strong. And protecting your boundaries, protecting the growth you've had, protecting your inner work, absolutely. New message coming in to the lovers, or to the 2 of Cups. New message coming right in. Something's brewing, and I think you're picking up on it, Neelam. I think you're picking up on it. Your intuition must be talking to you. Get still. Try to maybe, I don't know if you meditate, but get still. Calm your mind, and then just feel what you're feeling. And maybe it will come to you. Maybe you'll receive a message from your spirit guide as well. All right. Well, I hope that helped, Neelam, and thank you so much for your donation. Let's see. Let's get to another question. All righty. What have we got here? Jane J. Hello. How are you? Will my crush N, Aries, message me again and invite me for a date again? Okay, you're a Capricorn. Let's do this with let's do Wizard's Tarot. A little birdie told me that this is Night Reader Tarot's favorite deck, and I'm going to use it for Jane's question. It sounds like a little magic is needed. So we want to know if N, Aries, is going to message you again and invite you out for another date. I wonder how the date went. Did it go well? We usually have a vibe. Now, obviously, I'm a woman, so I can't speak for men, but I would assume it's men too. I can say you always have a vibe. And if you don't have a vibe, you at least know it's kind of neutral. Do you know what I mean? So if you had a good vibe, or just a kind of neutral vibe, but if, sometimes when we kind of have a bad vibe, we know our intuition is always talking to us. We just have to listen. We just have to listen. Okay, so N, what are you doing? Are you going to go on another date with Jane? Oh, yeah, you're going to definitely hear from him, or he or she, I'm not sure. N will be contacting you. New communication right here with our Ace of Swords. New communication that's going to do what? It's going to lead to what? It's going to be, making something move to the next level, to the 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups, yeah. That's all about being happy, having it all. I mean, look, there's a lotus flower fountain, for God's sake. That's awesome. That's about having it all. And again, Cups, that's the suit of love and emotion. So this is about really being satisfied, feeling complete, feeling whole, emotionally and with love. So this is the new communication coming right in there. Now, why is that there? This is the 8 of Swords. The 8 of Swords is telling me about feeling kind of not knowing where to go. The other side, we have the Chariot, and this is talking about knowing exactly where to go. The Chariot is pulling along, it's flying, meaning in the sky. It's also going quickly. It's flying in the sky because they're dragons, they're flying. So it is definitely somebody who knows exactly what to do and somebody who kind of doesn't know what to do. So I'm not sure which of you it is. If you're waiting to see what's happening, maybe that's your kind of not knowing. And this would be N saying, let's get this going. So, but, I'm thinking this is definitely happening. This is something that I see super strong, and I believe it's going to come in the form of a message. It's going to start off with that message. So it's coming. It's coming. It's a 4-card spread. So unless I lay out a spread and actually focus on it being other than a short term, it's short term. So that looks to me like in the near future. It doesn't look like you're going to have to be waiting. Ooh, that's a good one, Jane. Good luck. All righty, let me just check. I heard beeping, buzzing, and it is something else, so not anything to worry about. Let us see what else we have. Now, we are nearing the end of the hour. I will do a couple more, but if you want to guarantee a reading, I will stick around for any donation questions. So keep that in mind. You can donate in any amount, and I will stick around. All righty. Oh, and Night Reader got the reference about danger, Will Robinson. Any of you who were born in, I don't know, man, I'm not going to go there. So let us find a question. I'm getting distracted with my hilariousness. All right. I already did that one. See, I randomly stopped and I already did one. So there you go. It's very random, guys. Please don't ever take it personally. I very randomly select things. My moderators repost, but I still select those randomly. They repost so I can find it faster. So that's literally the only reason. So please don't take offense. I am trying my best. It's only an hour and donations take priority, so I do those first. Alrighty, let's get back to business. Ritz Ready says, hi, hello. What's my boyfriend going to decide about our relationship this month? Okay, so let us use Deviant Moon, and we want to know what Ritz Ready's boyfriend is going to decide about our relationship this month. Okay, so have you given an ultimatum of some sort? Are you on a break? Like Ross and Rachel? Another reference. Somebody might not know. Ross and Rachel, we were on a break. That's from Friends, in case anybody wanted to know. Okay. And what's your boyfriend going to say or decide about Ritz Ready's relationship? All right, let us see what we've got. Let us see what is going on with your boyfriend. We want a sneak peek. We want to see what he might be thinking and what direction he might be going. Okay. Okay. I think that I'm going to decide that let's keep working on it and let's make it happen. It's literally what this is saying to me. This is the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles, this is all about working, paying attention to the detail. This is about hard work. I mean, look at this little crazy dude from our deck. He looks like he's on an assembly line making pentacles, right? So this is all about work. Here we have the Seven of Pentacles. Now, this is all about work again, and this is about planting seeds and waiting for them to sprout. So, some of the work that you guys might have been talking, maybe you're on a break. Maybe there is an ultimatum like, hey, I've already told you what I need. You're not providing it, or we're disagreeing on what to do. You might have been trying to work on it, and that's what caused your separation or, whatever. And the reason I say that is because we've got work on either side of our Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups. This is the work going on. Seven of Cups is about moving on to do something else. And the cups means love. So there's love there, but you want more love. You want to take it to the next level. Well, how do you do that? You do some more work. And then what does that lead to? The Magician. The Magician, the best card for something new to happen, for something to be rejuvenated. It needs a little magic. Look at, he's sticking his finger in the cup. He's got all the suits, but look at that. That's love. He's putting his finger on that going, yup, that's what we need. So this is looking good. I do think, there's been past work, but that wasn't enough. It needed to kind of be, I don't know if that was to do something different, means to work longer, not sure. But that work, it's very, very strong, very strong. But the reason I said it's going to be decided to continue on, we got our magician right after that work. All that work is going to spark the magician to make it plant a new seed. And that new seed is going to be something with your relationship. So a newfound position in your relationship, a newfound understanding. Ooh, that looks like a good one. Well, good luck. I want to say one thing. Never, never, never want to be with somebody more than they want to be with you. If you have to fight for it and fight for someone's attention, and if you clearly want to be with them more than they want you, don't do it. It's not fair to yourself. It's not fair to anybody, and it won't end well. All right. Well, good luck. All righty, we have a donation. This is from Mustafa. Thank you so much for your donation. Let me get back here to the bottom. I was all over here. Let me see. Mustafa, thank you so much for your donation. It's good to see you. I feel like it's been a while since I've seen you, so welcome back. My question, how will Miriam react to the text I sent her this morning inviting her to meet me in person? Oh, new things are happening. All right, what are we going to use for that? We want to use the Arcanum Tarot. We haven't broken that one out today. Let's use the Arcanum. How will Miriam react to the text that Mustafa sent this morning? All right, so the idea is an invitation to meet in person. We want to see the reaction. Okay. All right, so let us find out. Excuse me. I want to remind everybody, you go ahead and the show is almost over here now, so it will be donations going forward. The free portion has ended. It's an hour-long show, but I stick around for donations. The way it works, join me, at 12 to 1 Central Time, and write your questions in the chat. I select free readings randomly for the hour. However, donations do take priority. So if you donate, you'd be bumped to the immediate. You'd have that reading. And also, I'll stick around even if the hour's over. I'll finish all donations. So that's kind of where we are. I just wanted to explain how it works. All righty. So, Miriam, what are you thinking about this text? Are we going to meet in person? Okay. All right. So let us see what we've got. We've got our Six of Pentacles. Again, this is a helping type of card. This is something about kind of a giving and a taking. I think, your invitation is going to be met with happiness. It's not going to be a bad thing. But I'm wondering if Miriam was going to send you the same kind of question. We've got our Five of Swords, and that's kind of about one-upping somebody. Now, I know it's not a competition like you're trying to one-up, but I wonder if that was exactly what was on Miriam's mind as well. So I think that was that was met with a great, reception. It'll be received well. Kind of was on her mind too, I believe. But here we've got our Three of Swords. Now, Three of Swords, that's the heartbreak card typically, but don't let that make you despair. That's not the only thing it means. It's something that is important to you. It is usually saying something that's happening. Now, clearly this person is important or you wouldn't want to meet in person. What this is saying, Swords is communication. Swords, this is the three. Threes are all about kind of like social interactions. The number three. It's about social interactions. It's about creativity. It's about groups. What this is telling me is that Miriam is going to want to help plan the meeting. While, it is exciting, women, a lot of women like to have it planned out like a surprise and like all these things. Well, in this case, talk to, when she responds and accepts your invitation, ask her, say, well, what would you like to do? I'd love to plan something, and I wanted to see, make sure you involve her, or ask her if she wants to be involved. She might not, but I think that would go a long way. And without the ask, I think it might be, frowned upon. So make sure you kind of try to include her in the planning. And then as far as how it's going to go, we've got the Magician. Again, the Magician is the best new start. So I think that you'll be getting another date. So again, I'm seeing this. I wonder if she was trying to maybe ask too and just didn't know how to do it or hadn't built up the courage. But I do see this. And again, make sure you communicate about what the plan is going to be. And from there, the date is going to go well. Look at that. And I'm thinking it'll lead to more than one. So yeah. So I'm thinking the reaction to that text is going to be good. The advice from the tarot, don't forget to try to involve her in the planning, or at least feel her out and see if she wants to be involved. She might not want to be, but maybe just being asked is, makes all the difference to her. Who knows? But check. Oh, good luck. It sounds exciting. All righty. We have another donation. Thank you so much. And this is from Marie Eve. Thank you for your donation. Let's see what your question is. I had a small conflict with Bio. Last time we talked was Tuesday. What is coming up? Please, I'm a bit anxious. I can totally get that. It's hard when you don't know what's coming, and it's hard, you can't read people's mind, and everybody has free will. But let's get an idea. We're going to use the Gaian Tarot. We're going to see what is coming up for Marie Eve and Bio. Last time they talked was Tuesday. This was last Tuesday. And there was a bit of a conflict. We want to know. Okay. Oh, we dropped a card. I don't pick up dropped cards when I shuffle. I pick up dropped cards when I'm laying them out, yes, but not when I shuffle, because I stink at shuffling. I like to share my process because some people are just curious and want to know, but we also have a lot of other readers who, we all bounce into each other's shows and watch and things, and somebody might want to know what's going on. Why aren't you doing that? So I will explain. All right, Marie Eve, what is going on? There was a conflict on Tuesday. Feeling anxious. What is coming? What is coming with you? Let us find out. Oh, you're going to be back together, honey. You've got the Lovers here. You've got the Three of Wands. This is a bookend situation. We've got the Three of Fire. Now, this is about looking out, trying to see where to go, planning the next steps, looking out with the field wide open and all the options available, ready to go. Wands, this is growth and effort. That's what the suit of Wands stands for. It's a fire sign. It's action. There's heat here. This is coming together. Our other side, we have the Lovers. So, the Lovers and looking where things are going. I think things are going to be okay. Here on the inside of our bookends, we've got the Ten of Air, Ten of Swords, and we have the Wheel of Fortune. This, to me, was your last conflict, the Ten of Air. Just feeling okay, bombarded with, perhaps conversation, thoughts, ideas, and needing to take a break. This is the Ten of Air. Usually when you see a lot of decks, in the traditional decks, there is a guy laying on the ground with the 10 swords in his back. I mean, it looks terrible, right? It's not a terrible thing. I mean, it's not fun to feel, overwhelmed or overthinking things, but at the same time, it's what kind of makes things move sometimes. We need to be shaken up. If you didn't have a chance to kind of feel uncomfortable, you'd never have reason to change, right? So this is the uncomfortableness right now. Where's it going? To the wheel of fortune. Now look at this deck in particular. It's got all the trees there with different seasons. We have spring, summer, fall, winter. Excuse me, I need a drink of water. I'm sorry, hold on. Sorry, I got too excited there. Choked. Woo, okay. Sorry. Okay, so where it's going, it's going. The wheel is all about completing a cycle. So this, I think, was a bump in the road. I don't think this is anything to worry about. We've got these awesome bookends holding this in here. These are events. This one here, this is an event. This is not part of your relationship. This just happened. The part of your relationship, the relationship is the lovers. That's a strong, deep love. That's not like, let's hang out. That's not like, be my girlfriend for 3 months. I mean, this is something that is deeper. And these events here and all this, it's just going to come together. So I don't think you need to be anxious. I think that things are coming together. Maybe some time is in order though still. That there's a lot of thinking, a lot of things to process perhaps. And I think that just meant that, you need a little time, but what comes around goes around. The wheel keeps turning. And even though some time is needed, that wheel's going to turn back to get you back where you were. Yeah. Well, good luck. That sounds good. So try not to be anxious. Try to kind of get your head wrapped around it and think about other things if that helps. Distract yourself. Distract yourself with anything else when you start thinking about it. Good luck. Okay, we have another donation. This is from Cece Girl. Thank you so much for your donation. Let me see. Here we go. Whoops, everything jumped. There we go. What's the relationship between the Leo, between T and TG? Are they in a romantic relationship or just friends? Let's find out. We're going to use Tarot in Wonderland. I want to know what's going on in the relationship between T and TG. T is a Leo. Okay. So T had a birthday in the last month, huh? TG, are they romantic or just friends? Okay. We want to know. We need to know. Give us some insight. Give us some insight, please. Okay. Okay, whoops. Okay, I think we've got our lovers here. So let me just kind of take it all in. Sometimes, all the cards, they affect each other. So let's see where this is going. Are they romantic or are they just friends? I'm seeing, here we've got our Two of Swords. The other things I'm seeing here, we've got the lovers, which is clearly a love card. We've also got the Sun. This is about being happy and kind of having support from friends, everything going well. The Two of Swords is just somebody not wanting to see things, and the Devil's about change. So I am going to say it looks like they might be in a romantic relationship. Not, we've got our lovers here. We've got our happiness. You see this? And this, caught between two things, two thoughts, two ideas, and not wanting to see the difference. That's the changing from friends to romantic. It might be in the works. It might not have happened yet, but that is kind of where it's going, or at least kind of what's in the thought. Because we do have the Devil here at the end, That's kind of about breaking free of something, changing something, moving something to a different platform. So I'm getting it pretty strong. So I think it is kind of on the mind of T or TG. Somebody's kind of resisting it though. Somebody doesn't want to see that or entertain that. So hopefully, I mean, because I'm sure you obviously sounds like you might not want them to be. So not sure how you're feeling about it, but it looks like somebody is not wanting this. You know, I know you're not wanting to see this, but this is not you. This is T or TG. So what I think's happening, just friends thinking about moving to a romantic relationship, one person is not seeing it or wanting to see it or is resisting it. Yeah, let's do an endgame card. I want to see what the result's going to be. I want to see the result. Endgame is the bottom card of the deck, getting kind of a general theme. Yeah, someone's stealing away. Is is T somebody you're interested in? Whoever it is that you're interested in, T or TG is stealing him away, stealing that person, trying to steal that person at the very least. So yeah, stealing away. So I don't think it's happened yet, but I think that's the goal of whoever the pursuer is, T or TG. Okay. Well, I don't know if that was kind of bad news or what, or if it confirms your suspicions, or if you're just curious. But yeah, I would say that one of the two people wants that to happen. The other one's not seeing it or is resisting it. And somebody is very much, now if you're together with one of these people, someone's trying to steal them away. So very, very clear. So I'm sorry. I know that's probably not good news, but cards sometimes show us all the time, they show us what we need to know, not always what we want to know. So I'm sorry if that was bad news for you or, all righty. So let me just check for donations. Otherwise, we're going to wrap up the show. We are, okay. So no donations right now. So I'm going to go ahead and end the show. I'd like to thank everybody who came. Don't forget, I am on every day at 12 p.m. Central. I am on for an hour and I do free random questions. Donations take priority, so you do have the option to bump yourself up to priority status. So I'm hoping to see you. Please, before you head out, hit subscribe and click that bell. Get your notifications. I'm coming out with some new stuff. And I have my regularly scheduled show every day, but these new things, they're popping up here and there. I want you to be able to see them and participate. So thanks again. Tonight, don't forget, the Night Reader Tarot is on at 6 p.m. Central, Tarot Days and Nights. You get another hour of free tarot. So check them out. And I will see you tomorrow.